South African visitors to Israel whose flight departed before the government ban took effect were nevertheless denied entry, ordered to go back home, even though some passengers were forced to desecrate Sabbath prohibitions on travel to do that. Some of these travelers were friends of the terror attack victim and former lone soldier Eli K, who was murdered near the Western Wall last week by a Hamas terrorist. They had intended to come to Israel to pay a shiva call, a mourning call for the family. With us now in Johannesburg is Kim Kerr, the founder of Community Circle Home, South Africa. Kim, talk to me about the sense, I guess, of frustration, of disappointment, of shock of Jews and also Israeli citizens who are scrambling to get answers, perhaps dealing with this Israel ban right now.
Well, it's really just a shock. You imagine you're in the air. You're completely oblivious to what's going on. You land thinking that you're about to do something that's incredibly difficult, to visit a friend who's going through something like this, and then you're told you actually have to be deported back to South Africa. As it happens, in hindsight, we never really understand why things happen, but had they been allowed to wait, they would have actually been stuck. The flight that they took from Dubai turned out to be the last flight that has landed in Dubai since then. So had they waited, they would have been in trouble. I'd organized for food to be delivered to their hotels and kosher food for them to have for Shabbos. But, we never understand how things work until afterwards. But we've got thousands and thousands of people who are climbing the walls, some trying to get to Israel and some trying to get back from Israel and some trying to get from all over the world to South Africa and from South Africa abroad. These people, some of them even think, okay, well, I'm an Israeli citizen, I can fly to Israel. But it wouldn't be the first time if they found out that Israel then shut borders for a week or two. They're scared they're going to get trapped there. So there's absolute pandemonium.
And imagine also for your organization, just that sense of frustration, abandonment that as Jews, you're not welcome even for family events, right of life ceremonies, to pay a shiva call. The door is still shut.
The door is still shut for people wanting to be with their children who are living abroad, who had such a passion for Israel that they've gone to live there. They're missing everything from events to births, and really just that connection. A lot of people now are concerned because in the coming weeks, that's when South Africa tends to close, and that's when they could leave work. That opportunity to connect with family that they haven't been able to do so for years, literally years, has just been pulled out from under them.